Scroll down. Yeah, bit up.
Hey, Vamsee.
Oh, sorry. Hi and welcome to all. I'm Vamsee and he's Mithun, and today we are going to give you detailed stats about
The population trends and the literacy rates of two states, Karnataka and Uttarakhand.
So without any further ado, let's get into the video.
Population, which is also known as the total number of people living in a specific area or region. In the given graph, the red bar represents the population of Uttarakhand and the blue bar represents the population of Karnataka. The x-axis represents the gender and the y-axis represents the population number. Now I'll be talking about the population of Uttarakhand. According to the 2011 census, the population of male in Uttarakhand was 5,137,773 and the population of female was 4,325,924. So this we can see that Uttarakhand is still a developing state. But we can also say that the male and female population are almost equal, so which we can derive that people are very sensible over here, which is a key factor of the development of the state. So with this I would like to conclude. Thank you.
In the given graph, the x-axis represents the gender and the y-axis represents the number of people in millions. The blue bar on the x-axis represents Karnataka and the red bar on the x-axis represents Uttarakhand. I'm going to talk about the population of Karnataka. As per the census of 2011, the total population of Karnataka was 6.11 crores, of which males and females were 30,966,657 and 30,128,640 respectively. The total growth of the population in this decade was 15.6%, while in the previous decade it was 17.25%. The population of Karnataka forms 5.05% of the population of India in 2011.
Literacy in Uttarakhand. Literacy rate decides the index of development for a country. It's a precondition for eradication of unemployment and poverty. It is a very important factor for a country to be called developed. Now let us take a glimpse over Uttarakhand's literacy rate. As per 2011 census, the state had a literacy of 78.82% with 87.04% literacy for males and 70.01% literacy for females. In rural areas, the female literacy was 66.16%, whereas the male literacy was 86.62%. In urban areas, the female literacy was 69.01%, whereas the male literacy was 89.05%. So we can say that there is a clear dominance of urban literacy rate over the rural literacy rate. As we have seen, Uttarakhand has a very good literacy rate compared to the other states of the country. So we can conclude by saying that Uttarakhand has a potential to become a prosperous and well-developed state. Thank you.
Literacy rate in Karnataka. As we know, the literacy rate is the number of persons who are aged above 7 who have the ability to read, write and understand any one language. Now, let us look at the literacy rate in Karnataka based on these factors. Literacy rate in Karnataka has seen upward trend and is 75.36% according to the census conducted in 2011. Of that, male literacy is 82.47% and that of the female is 68.08%. The literacy rate at the rural areas and the urban areas vary sharply. The literacy rate of the rural areas, that is men, is 78% and the women is 60%, whereas in urban areas, men hold 90% and women hold 81%. Thus, we have derived at a conclusion that the literacy rate is fairly high in the urban areas than the rural areas. Female in both rural areas and the urban areas have fairly low literacy rates compared to the men. Thus, we must support and encourage the younger minds to educate and become literates of the future generation. Karnataka has a very good literacy rate as compared to others. Thus, it has a very good possibility of becoming a well-developed state in the earlier days. Thank you.
Oh, they're back. Hope the video was informative and you may now be aware of the population trends and the literacy rates
Of the truly amazing states, Karnataka and Uttarakhand. We try to connect the diversities of these two states with mathematics by representing the demographics using pictorial representations. Thank you.
Thank you.